So, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. So, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So, I figured since I always see people do it online, let's do like a 10K challenge, road to 10K. And if we get to 10K, I think we'll like go and do like take the vlog like around like a road trip and go to like some places like around America, go like, go like New Orleans, Grand Canyon, all those like red rocks in Arizona and all that stuff in Utah, or like Yosemite, maybe up to the Pacific Northwest, come back through up top and go like through like, see like the Tetons and what's another big one? Isn't Yellowstone's up there and stuff? We'll go like Chicago, maybe like New York or something. So if we make it to 10K, we'll do something like that and vlog the whole thing and work out the whole time too. And try to eat as healthy as we can too. Now, let's do this real quick. That's better. All right. And then today, we're going to talk about how should I put this? Breaking the system, or don't get caught up in the system. There's a game and you don't have to play it. So when I was younger, my dad would always say to me, don't let the system get you. He would always say that, don't let the system get you. And I always thought like, at first, or maybe this is what he meant, but I took it to maybe a little further, but I thought that meant like don't get in trouble and don't get like your fingerprints put in the system, in your name and stuff. That's initially how I took it as a young kid. But then, as you get older and you start to recognize these patterns in the system at play and what's really going on, and once you figure all that out, you don't have to like play by the system's rules. You don't have to be a part of it. That's like a pretty broad spectrum. It could go as far as not paying your taxes. Claim taxes exempt if you're on a payroll. It could go as far as, growing your own food or supporting your local farmers market and butchers and not buying from like the big corporate grocery stores. Not doing medicine and going to doctors and stuff like that. Because all this stuff is caught up to keep you sick and broke and stupid schools. You don't have to go to their schools. You don't have to be a part of this system that men have set up to basically enslave you. Okay, this is not feeling, my shoulder is fucked up. I'm planning on going kind of heavy, or semi-heavy today. I wanted to do a 3x3, so let's see how that goes. sleep has been terrible lately. Sleep has been really bad lately. Food has actually been really clean. Going on like a week now, like nothing, no cheating really. But I'm usually missing a meal every day now though. Usually when I start eating the whole foods and the volume-based stuff, it's hard to get all those meals in. That's when you gotta watch some Rich Piana and some Jay Cutler and some C.T. Fletcher. They're struggling with eating. Those guys could eat. Okay, let's see how this feels. Still kind of warming up. Should probably just take my time getting up there to those heavy sets. My shoulder didn't fucking hurt. This would go a lot better. Just put these up. I think I'm gonna get those A7 rigor mortis knee sleeves. This one dude, I forget his handle. What's his name? I still see him post. I met him at this gym, but he was like from somewhere out in the Midwest. I have to look his name up. He told me to get the fucker. That fucker was strong. I think he was getting stronger. He's like on like a 600-pound squat right now, I think it is. Or close. He's strong. He's young too. Alright, come on, just like a couple. Keep it warmed up a little bit. It's not feeling good today. We're gonna take it slow. Okay, so back to the not getting caught up in the system. There's even more to it. So, schools, food. I mean, obviously the fucking government. Do we have to even fucking go there? If the government has anything to do with it, you should fucking go the opposite. But like everybody watching the fucking TV all day, Fox News, CNN, whatever the fuck it is, that's all meant to control this. That food, all that medicine, they're trying to control this and control your body and also your spirit. It's goes way deeper than just the money and the mind and the physical. They're trying to take your spirit too. And you'll be able to recognize this stuff because they'll try to demonize the good stuff. And they'll try to promote the bad stuff. And they'll always be trying to make money off of it too. It's like you don't want to get caught in the rat race of this 9 to 5 and giving all your money to the system through whatever avenue it is. Your taxes, the food you're going to, your insurance, your doctors, and you're like running in this system that's recently been set up. It hasn't always even been like that. people are not enjoying life and recognizing what life is anymore. And they've changed the perspective on what life is and what is success and what you're supposed to do. So like the whole go to college, yeah, let's go get $100,000 or plus in debt right off the bat. That's real good. And then now, oh yeah, let's not have a family. You got all the LGBTQ shit and women want to be independent, which is fine. And then those women don't want to even do anything until they're older, and then they're not even sought after. So again, it's all meant to fuck you up. And then they want to get you a job where you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're inside all day, and you're eating the processed food, and you're stuck in front of a screen, and you're listening to their agendas. You want to stay away from shit like that. You want to focus on, I think the first thing people got to focus on is their physical health. Because without that, the other two don't really, it's hard to get the other two to come in line, which is your spiritual and your mental. You can add a fourth and go financial freedom too if you want, but we'll get into that one maybe later. So if you're physically sick, meaning like you're taking the medicine, you're eating the food, all that shit, vaccines, and it's wearing you down, that's your first step. So you gotta change those. So you gotta start eating healthy, exercising, healthy lifestyles, going outside, biking, hiking, socializing even. Sometimes I don't even want to. A lot of people are just fucking degenerates nowadays. Just like, I don't know. I'm just gonna do like one or two. I don't even, working sets might be not in the realm today. It's feeling all right, but you need to eat more for sure. Okay, so you need to work on your physical health, and that might take a long time. It might take a few months to a year probably, if we're being realistic. And I highly suggest in that time, while you're doing that, because the other two will come in line, you start fucking reading, whatever it is. I personally like philosophy. A lot of history too. Of course, some religious stuff for sure too. But you gotta read more, you gotta research more. You don't want to be in a room with people and then, well, let me put this in a different way. Let me put it in from my perspective. I've never liked being in a room full of people and feeling like a fucking dumbass because I didn't know what people were talking about. Especially when it came to religious stuff, history, politics, and stuff like that. I hear people talking about stuff and it didn't matter what it was. It could be someone describing what, we'll say like what a lot of people are on nowadays, like the fascism and communism stuff. Years ago, I didn't know what the fuck that shit was. I had to like learn that shit. You gotta learn all like the, can't say like you follow Christ and then not know any of the stories and have read and digested that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta if you're going to live like that, which I'll say this too, most people are fake Christians. I'll say 2/3 of people probably claim to be Christians are not real, or yeah. We'll say that right off the bat. Because they're saying they're told something by someone that told them something, and they never. It's so crazy how like people can just watch something on the news, and you'll hear like especially like these fucking boomers, and you'll try to talk to them about something, and they repeat it. Like it's like a quote, like they hear the same clip it, and that's all that they repeat. They've never read the books or researched any type of history of anything. It's crazy. So you don't want to look like a dumbass. You don't want to claim something you have nothing about. And that being said, you need to go down all avenues of stuff. So it's like, if you start with like the Bible and the Christian stuff, but then what if someone tries to debate you about Islam or Muslim stuff? I highly suggest you read the Quran and maybe find someone that's Muslim and get, some real perspective. Same with, I would say, fucking Jews and Judaism, and you'll get a better understanding if you talk to those type of people too. And I had more than one. Don't just get like one person. You get a few from each. Because these people that try to label everything together, that's a closed-minded person too. It's Nietzsche said, I can't quote this verbatim. Basically it says, the guy who cherishes a book but never reads it is dangerous versus a guy that has a whole library or something. Damn it, man, I just started reading Nietzsche. He's good. And Carl Jung. Those are my newest two I'm starting to get into. Once you start working on that physical health, the spiritual and the mental usually come with it, because you start feeling better and your brain even starts working better if you're not eating all that fucking bullshit and watching Netflix and the news and all that shit, and you're going outside and you're actually like networking with people that are like-minded, and you find a purpose in life, because there's a purpose for everybody, for sure, 100%. You'll definitely learn that there's good and bad in everything. Like for me, I was told from, we'll say, a higher power. Some people don't believe in God and all that. I do. I believe in Jesus and all that stuff. 100%. I was pretty much told, we'll say it's probably like the Holy Spirit, but I needed to be of service to other people. That's what I had to fucking do. And have already gone through like knowing the thing and kind of, it's like I already knew who Christ was like a long time. And I like went back and rejected it and cursed God. I knew he was real. It's still cursing at the same time. And he was like, yeah, go ahead. He was like, do what you want. That's fine. And life was really hard for about a decade until I had to change. And now my life, what it is today, 5 years ago, I didn't think would be possible. All right, let's just hit like this for one maybe. I don't even know. It's just not feeling the best. Oh, that feels like shit. No bueno. Okay. The system wants you broke, stupid, raped. They want you killed. They want all that shit. And they think it's funny. Sam Hyde. Don't get caught up in the system. Find like-minded people. If you're really trying to pursue if you want to reject the system, you don't have to be a fucking degenerate like some of these people. Find like-minded people. Live a healthy lifestyle. Reject the system. Reject weakness. Embrace strength. That's a big thing. Reject weakness. Embrace strength. Sometimes comfort is weakness. That's another thing too. Like if you want to go down a path too of this kind of stuff too, and if you really start reading like some philosophy and religious stuff, it's an isolating thing. Once you really start to go down what the system has in store and these patterns that you start to recognize, and you see the games that are being played and how everything is manipulated, it becomes very isolating for sure. Because if you ever, I'm gonna talk about this stuff, but if you talk about this stuff to your regular person, they're gonna think you're fucking crazy. They're gonna think you're fucking crazy. Only people that actually have probably gone down this stuff will actually be like, oh yeah, that dude, he's been down, he knows what's up. There'll only be like a few you'll run across probably. I think more people are starting to wake up to stuff. But you can't get caught up in the system. It's not meant, like even we'll say like retirement and stuff, like that whole thing, like work your whole life to get like a few bucks to barely make it by, so you worked your whole life to like die in a nursing home, and you're gonna probably die without even having the dignity to make it to the bathroom and take care of yourself those last few days towards the end of your journey. And people are gonna waste their whole fucking life saying, oh, tomorrow, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, or the system is set up for these milestones. No, fuck all that. You have to reject all that shit and live your life. If you want to have a family, have a family. If you want to travel, travel. If you want to do a sport, start it. A hobby, start it. Learn a language, start it. Because like I said, the whole college, 9 to 5, going to debt, buy a house, now with a fucking, 50-year mortgage with some crazy ass interest rate, and you're gonna pay probably I don't even know, 5 times, 10 times what the house that the price is listed for. You're telling me that's set up for your benefit. You're telling me all this fucking, these dyes and processed food and seed oils and high fructose corn syrup in the food, that's for my benefit, right? That's what I get to choose from? You should reject all that. All right. I don't know. This was going to be like my working sets, and I don't even fucking know. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping or eating. I probably shouldn't even be in here. But I just do it for the love of the game. Okay, come on. Let's just see how it feels. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Felt my knee and my shoulder pop, but I think I'm good. We got at least do one more, because my plan was 3x3 today. I'm about to pass out, shit. Yeah, skipping meals and taking some Redditruit. The Redditruit. Yeah, that'll drop your blood sugar. All right, plan was 3x3. Let's rest for a second. 2 more if we can. God, and these fucking songs. I gotta figure out editing better. I keep getting these copyright things to this music. But yeah, let's everybody try to be strong. You know, it doesn't really matter what you are, dude. I hate when people try to throw everybody into like a whole group. Like if you're just like, there's no individualism anymore, and people will try to throw you in a category to dehumanize you now, and that makes you more susceptible to be a victim, and that's what's going on right now. All these buzzwords going around now, that's meant to divide people, and it's meant, what's going on is this working, because it wasn't the people's idea. This is all meant to disrupt everything. And like I said, once you start figuring out that, there's only a small group that will recognize that, and you'll feel really alienated. But when you start going down these like rabbit holes and these paths and stuff, you definitely will come to a sense of peace. There definitely is it's almost like a reverence you kind of develop, how you carry yourself, and it's like a frequency that people will give off, and you'll be able to pick it up. You ever like walk into like a room and you're just kind of more drawn to that person? It's like a frequency thing. I don't think most people are like in tune with themselves, and I think everybody's intellect capabilities are really hindered by their lifestyles nowadays. Alright, at least one more. Wish I had some good music to fucking pump me up. This is hard doing stuff without music lately. Talking to myself, talking to you guys. But thank you, everybody that tunes in and listens to my autistic rants. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, and so road to 10K. If we go to 10K, we're gonna do like my girlfriend and our dog Duke, we'll do like a road trip and vlog the whole thing if we get to 10K. So yeah, share, like, comment, subscribe, push it into the algorithm, and I'll give you some better content, because I will give you guys coming up. If you guys just keep tuning in, be patient, I'll keep posting this stuff. I'm going to Japan in 2 months, so we'll get some other good content too. We'll vlog all that. And hopefully I get better at editing by then. I need to hit up Jason, J Money, try to learn some stuff. If you ever need, well, this is top tier now. This isn't no TikTok editor. But if you want a good media company and you want some fire editing, is it Vita or Vita? Media, Vita. I think it's Media. Maybe I'll tag him in this video. I wish he would. Maybe he'll give me a pro bono video because his shit's fire. I mean, when I met Jay, he was doing YouTubes for these people I was working for. And I watched some of the stuff and I was like, dude, your editing is really good. And he's like, yeah, let me show you. And he's like, I do this, like, you know, I put like this sound there and I start the music, and he had it all. And he quit nursing school to pursue that, and now he has his own company. He's doing good. See, you should always try to do something. See, he could have been working as a fucking nurse, working long ass shifts, stuck in traffic somewhere, going in and out. I mean, he would have been helping people, I guess you could say that, but now he's living life and doing his own thing. Yeah, I need to reach back out to him. I'll message him another day. I'll see how this feels. Come on, Gregory. Fuck, dude. I feel like I should do one more. Don't pass out. It's not heavy, it's just, I don't know. The energy feels low. It actually feels pretty good. Maybe if I quit fucking smoking 5 fucking blunts a day, I could breathe better. Yeah, but that'd be cool. Road to 10K. We'll keep popping that up. And we'll do a cool vlog for that one once we reach that milestone. All right, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna push. Honestly, I haven't been feeling it. I need to rest. I've been trying to, and I can't sleep. And I need to take a rest day because I'm really pushing it. But like I said, kind of for the love of the game. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, how much is it going to hinder me? Like a few percent, if it does. But I mean, that feels pretty good. At least these working sets. Maybe I should listen to my coach and take my time working up, huh? Maybe I should take that advice. Uno más, por favor. But yeah. Here's the thing, getting caught in the system, and like going to jail and getting fingerprinted and all that stuff. That's like just one small part of it. You need to experience life, and sometimes experience life is not always pretty or good stuff either. Heartbreak, loss, grief. Those are hard things to go through. Especially some people deal with it multiple times, not just once. And some people experience it different too, so. But that's like a part of life too. Unfortunately. but it makes the life that much better if you do experience that type of stuff, and it doesn't break you. It makes life so much fucking better. One of my favorite things nowadays is I like to go hiking. It doesn't really matter where, but I do like the mountains more than anything. Especially, well, I'm close to Appalachian, so I go there, but sitting on one of like the summits somewhere that you hike this trail to, and it's like sunset, and sometimes it's nice how you feel like the warmth of like the rocks, and you're just chilling on the rock, and you just try to like soak in the moment and like live in the present. That's life. That's good. All right, one more, and then hopefully this kid will be off the leg press, because I want to go over there and do single leg presses. That's all right. I'll go something else if he's still over there. All right, I didn't think I was going to do this when I walked in here. I'm going to do one more. One more. All right, how long has this been going for? Holy shit. I'm going to have to edit that down. I think it was running for a while before, but okay. One more, Gregory. All right, that went pretty good. We're gonna go up next week and change the frequency. Good job. All right, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share a video, please. Road to 10K. Don't get caught up in the system. Thank you.